Hello Capricorn, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Capricorn for the week of April 18th. Now Capricorn, do understand that this is a general reading, so if there are any messages that do not resonate, please drop those messages and take the ones that do resonate. I also check out your sun, moon, and rising as well. Know that I don't do personal readings. I will not send you a message. So if you do get a message from someone, they are trying to scam you. That is not me. I also do content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. Let's go ahead and see what we have here for you, Capricorn. Now, less than 50% of the people who watch my content are actually subscribed, and so if you watch my videos regularly and you've not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. And same is true if this is just the first time that you are watching me. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we have here. Go ahead and put this over here, and we're also going to take 3 Kipper cards to clarify as we go along. So, all right, I think we're all just about set up and ready to go. Capricorn, there is potentially some type of love interest here available for you. I feel like you've probably already met this person. You could see a blossoming of that relationship coming in. Whatever person you've met recently that is a romantic connection, there could be a blossoming of this relationship. I do feel like maybe things happened very quickly between you and this person. Now, what I really like for you here is if you are here for love and romance, it looks like there are multiple options. So it's like you've met somebody and it looks like it could be pretty good, but at the same time, if that for whatever reason doesn't work, there are more options for you coming in the future. I'm getting this message of like there are plenty of fish in the sea type of thing. And so I would say don't ignore red flags as well at this time. I'm going to try to bring in some work and career messages, but this is pretty This is pretty heavy love energy. All right, so let's just go ahead and dive into this. So right away, in the overall message, you do have this Ace of Cups here. So I've talked about it. This is a new love entering into your life. This is a new happy beginning as well. This is, any ace is a really good sign to find in a tarot reading, but this one in particular, and really any ace can signify a new beginning, but this one in particular can represent happiness arriving. If it's not about love, it can just represent general happiness coming into your life. This could see you doing, having an improved relationship. If you're already in a relationship, your relationship could see some improvements, or it could continue to strengthen. You could also just be meeting people and finding yourself in situations that just generally increase your happiness as well. Now, in the past, you have the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Cups, so that's big energy here. Really hard to find a negative meaning in both of these cards, but the Knight of Cups represents like someone actually, it's like a good way of describing it, someone charging in, right? Somebody who's interested in you, coming in and saying, I'm interested in you, let's go get coffee, let's do whatever. And the thing is, this Knight of Cups person is somebody who is maybe dreamy, right? Like this is somebody who's maybe you really like fantasize in your mind or romanticize over. And so definitely good energy there. This is the classic romantic in the tarot. And you also have this Nine of Cups here, which is the fulfillment of a wish. It's also just emotionally content and emotionally satisfied, feeling emotionally content and satisfied in your life. But it's really about wishes. It's really about dreams coming true. You can see this person here in their small business. They're holding up their cup. They're happy. They're celebrating. Presumably people are coming in. Clients, customers are coming into their small business. And so it really can signify the sort of marking of a wish that has finally come true for this person. And for many of you, this may have been around relationships, particularly if you were single. You may have felt like you found the one. And so that is certainly the case. Now, if you're here for career, I am going to try to bring it in, but you got to call a spade a spade. And the thing is, these first 3 cards are all cups, and actually this almost all of these cards are cups except the Nine of Wands. And so, there's a lot of love energy here. But there's also the other way that you can think about it is just love generally, right? There are so many different types of love, not just romantic love. And if you're great in your relationship and you're not looking for someone new, I see this being just a happy period of time for you. Now, in the future, you have the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Cups. So the Nine of Wands is a card of perseverance. It's a card of sticking through, sticking to something, continuing moving forward around something, not giving up. The most important here with the Nine of Wands is to not give up. Seven of Cups is really an energy of, I said at the beginning of this, where it's like, you may have a lot of options here if for whatever reason, even though I just laid out a really good scenario for you, if for whatever reason that starts to break down and you are single, there are definitely a lot of options available for you in love here with this Seven of Cups. I would say with the Nine of Wands, again, I would say in the future, do not ignore red flags. Okay, do not ignore red flags with this person, because what I'm seeing here is many of you have this dream scenario in your mind of what could happen between you and this person long term. And I would say if there are red flags, just take a note of those. And the other thing is, in your career situation, be careful of confusion here with this Seven of Cups. And I really want to get a clarity on this Nine of Wands, which we're going to do in just a second here. But there is something around confusion and perseverance where it's very, very, very important for you in your career situation that you do not give up. And it's almost like maybe there's this energy of you not sitting on your hands or whatever the case is, whatever that phrase is, like not getting too comfortable. Not getting too comfortable, because these first three cards here are extreme comfort, and the Nine of Wands says, hold on, don't get too comfortable, okay? Keep moving forward. So let's go ahead and get that clarification. So we have the Six of Cups, have the Seven of Pentacles, okay? We have the Sun, and we also have the Knight of Pentacles. All right, so if you're still with me and you are here for a career, we are getting some career messages coming in here. We are getting some Pentacles, which is actually more about money and material situations in your life. But so it's like for some of you here in your career situation, I see some of you have spent like a very, very long time accumulating some type of retirement account, or you have worked very hard to put a good amount of money in savings, or you've worked very hard to invest your money in stocks or invest your money in real estate, or just save your money, because you do have this Seven of Pentacles here showing up, which you can see the harvest here has grown on the tree. And you can see as they're kind of looking out to the distance with the basket in their hand, they're asking themselves if they want to take this harvest now or let it grow a little bit longer. What I see some of you are doing here is potentially changing a direction or considering, you may be asking yourself, okay, I've worked so hard for all of this. Is it time for me to take it and go in this new direction? The Seven of Pentacles could be profit taking of a long-term investment or a long-term situation, not financial advice, but I do think that some of you are considering that and maybe getting this new beginning around that here with this Ace of Cups. Again, this is something you spend a lot of time on, because you have that Six of Cups as well, which is something from the past with the Seven of Pentacles. A lot of time in the market, or a lot of time in something, probably your job, probably a career, and then also subsequently, in an investment. Especially because you have this Knight of Pentacles here in the future, which is another element of time here that comes along with the Knight of Pentacles, which is really arrivals. The Knight of Pentacles is about some type of arrival of a financial event. You have the Sun in between there, the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. This may feel like a dream come true here with the Nine of Cups and the Sun. The Sun is total success, positivity, victory, and happiness in your life. It's also a card of truth. And So it's an amazing sign to see the sun because it augments the positive cards, the qualities of the positive cards around it, and it will negate the challenging aspects of the negative cards around it. It's a very, very good card, really. Now, so I definitely feel like you have a lot of different paths that you can go down from here because of the hard work you've put into something, because of all of the energy and efforts that you've put into something. Now, in this relationship situation, if it's not long term, you're not interested, period. Not long term, you're not interested, so do not ignore red flags. That's what I feel like saying. But you do feel like you could maybe build a family or a life with this person. Let's go ahead and get these clarifications. So you have change, house, and family room. Can you even make this up? All right, so bags packed, cars ready to go, bags packed, cars ready to go, moving out of the apartment complex in the background, maybe into the house. But actually, if I'm just looking at this literally, change, house, some of you putting a house on the market, some of you getting the sale. This is maybe a challenge for you because you have this family room energy. Some of you have built a family in this house or something along those lines, and it's like hard for you to part ways with your real estate, and that makes sense. That's like a situation that a lot of people are in. But I also think some of you. Yeah, I think some of you this is heavily involved here for some of you. I also think that some of you have visions of starting a family with somebody, maybe even buying a house together. And I would say if you just met this person, pump the brakes, don't go too quick on that. But if you've been talking with this person, if you've been dating with this person for a long time, it could be very good for that situation. Let's go ahead and move up the pyramid here. So you have the Queen of Pentacles. You have the Eight of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Wow, counterparts here. So Eight of Swords in between the King and the Queen of Pentacles is an interesting synchronicity because on one hand, I do feel like I keep getting this message of you having a vision with you and this person, even though it hasn't happened yet. Like it hasn't fully been realized yet. And you have a vision, but there's something here blocking your vision as you see the blindfold on this person. And so I know that's a bit of a convoluted message, but you have a dream of what could be with someone. And I would say, allow the cards to fall as they may or as they will. And just realize that, if something's not happening right away, there's probably a deeper meaning to it, to the reason why that's not happening. Just something to consider. Now, for those of you here who are in this, some of you are taking profit in a big way here with the Queen and the King of Pentacles. Both cards can indicate big success financially. Both of these people have climbed the ladder financially and subsequently in their career. And particularly the Queen of Pentacles is about financial independence. You could say then that the King of Pentacles is about building their empire, but it doesn't matter what gender you are. You can take on the aspects of all of these cards, and you actually have 3 of the 4 court cards here in the suit of Pentacles, and so it's a very, very good card, a very, very good combination here for you financially, and especially because you are an Earth sign. You would be one of these cards as a Capricorn as well, and so very nice, very nice. Let's go ahead and move up the pyramid here. Yep, here we go. The Star and Nine of Swords reversed, but I don't read reversals. I sometimes do. It just depends. I just take whatever meaning comes to my mind. It did come out reversed. But, okay, so the Star is the other major wish card. You had it here with the Nine of Cups. You have the Star here coming in again. So that's a wish being granted to you, With that Star energy, it's Aquarius energy, it's healing energy, it's optimism, it's hope for the future. And it says that some of you may be in the spotlight. Okay, some of you have caught someone's eyes, particularly if you are single. But I also think there's a really there's this sort of energy of you moving away or moving out of some type of stress and anxiety here with this Eight of Swords into the Nine of Swords. I think you're moving out of that. And it's time related for you. Some of you are trying to time something that you can't time. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Let's see what's at the top of the pyramid. You have the Knight of Swords. Okay, yeah, so time related here. Well, it's going to happen quickly. Okay, whatever has been stuck here for you, that's going to start opening. Okay, that's going to start flowing open for you here with that Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords, Ace of Cups. Yeah, for sure. But the Knight of Swords does recommend that you take action. Take action on the things you need to do. So if you are falling behind on something, the Knight of Swords is just a friendly reminder to do the things you have to do. On the bottom, yeah, you have this Ace of Wands, passionate new beginning. For some of you, this will be between you and another person who you think you can build a long-term relationship with, or even build a family with, or even build an empire with. And then for others of you, it's almost like for some of you, you're like selling a home, or you're doing some type of profit taking as a way to start something new with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Maybe a new business, maybe a new venture, but pretty amazing. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next reading.